Mr. Linfante, you've broken your neck. Imagine what it would be like to hear these words spoken to you. Everything starts rising, the questions come, am I dying? Am I paralyzed? Am I dreaming? It most certainly was not a dream. That was the reality I woke up to on May 1st, 2010. I realized we don't get to control everything that happens in our lives. We do, however, get to control how we respond. And in that response lies our true power, the power of choice. I was just reminded of this 5 hours ago when the computer I've used for a decade, that I built myself, that I built this entire presentation on, decided today was its last day. So 5 hours ago, I have the choice again. Do I pull out of this competition? Do I panic? Do I run away? And I realized this is literally the message happening in my life. I can't control that died today. I can control what I do from here forward. I can pull out my other computer. I can start from scratch. I can build this from nothing. It's not about the perfect slides. It's not about the perfect words. It's not about anything other than the message itself. See, what I started with was telling you about this part of my life where the only thing I had was choice. I'm an expert. I could only go from the couch to the bed 12 hours, couldn't eat, couldn't sleep, couldn't bathe, couldn't brush my teeth. And that was my own fault, because I did make choices to drive drunk. I got behind the wheel of a vehicle after consuming some alcohol and woke up in a hospital. 3 broken vertebrae in my neck. Now I had some more choices. What do I choose from here? Do I choose self-pity? Do I choose shame? Do I choose anger, frustration, perhaps love or compassion? I'll be honest, I did not choose love every single day, but every single day I had the chance to choose love. And during the darkest times, my mother introduced this saying to me, this golden nugget. This too shall pass. I didn't want to believe her. I don't know if I'm going to do anything ever again. What is my future? What do you mean this will pass? I broke my neck. And yet a day passed. And another day passed. And another day passed. And I said, hey, maybe there's something to this. So I started to change my perspective from, can I get back to my old normal self, to what else is there? How strong can I get? What is the limit? Where can I go with this? Well, 2 years later, I lost my license. That's a story for another day. Why 2 years? We'll talk some other time. I got a glorious helicopter ride out of it. I want to tell you all about it, but I can't remember it. The truth is, I found my new love, cycling. Without a license, I had more bills and still had to go to work, 9 miles each way for 3 months. 50 degrees, 9 miles, 35 degrees, 9 miles, 5 p.m., 3 a.m., 9 miles, 9 miles, 9 miles. This is pretty fun. A few years later, I moved out to Colorado. Now I had a professional triathlete friend that looks at me and goes, you know, I think you're going to do an Ironman one day. No, I'm not. I'm not crazy. No, thank you. That's way too much. So 2 years later, I signed up for an Ironman. Otherwise known as signing up voluntarily for a race that will literally make you question every single decision you've ever made in your entire life. Why am I doing this? I mean, think about it. You've got 2,000 people, every one of those little dots, another person on the shore waiting to go for a big group swim. Your wetsuit is a little tighter than it was yesterday. Your heart is just beating. You can't even hear the announcer. And you know that calm lake is about to be chaotic. And there, once again, I had a choice. Do I just bail? Or do I try? Do I take one step? Do I swim one stroke? So I chose. Let me go swim this 2.5 miles. Get out, get on my bicycle that we all love. Let's go bike 112 miles. Sure, why not? And then after that, let's go run a full marathon, because why not? It's a nice sunny day. Let's have some fun. I mean, if you want to call it a run, walking, I don't know. Anyway, we get to the end. 13 hours later, I finish. I complete. I'm an Ironman finisher. Everything had led up to this spot, this moment, this imaginary line. Now I'm someone. Now I've turned into someone. It's not true. The truth is, every single miniature decision I made along that way, that's what transformed me. That's what allowed me to get to this one moment in my life. Sure, there was dark moments at 6 a.m. swimming by myself, long bike rides by myself, hours 9, 10, 11. Not the funnest time in my life. But I just whispered, deep down, this too shall pass. The pain, it'll end. The torture, the body screaming, it will pass. Now, I know you're looking at me. Maybe you're asking yourself, maybe you're asking me. Great story. Why do I care? Because you're sitting on your own shore right now. You're waiting to have that hard conversation you've been afraid of. You're waiting to turn the page and make a change in your life. You're waiting. You're whispering to yourself, I don't know if I can do this. I'm here to remind you that you can. I'm here to invite you to reflect on what brought you here, what choices shaped you, what brought you to this very moment in time. Life's going to throw you challenges, and you have the choice every single day to keep going. You have the choice to say to yourself, this too shall pass.